Welcome back to the pod you're looking for. I'm Sam. This is Josh. We're back. I feel like
we're back. Yeah.
The last 4 weeks we've been saying we're back, but it's because just the summer our schedules have been thrown off.
So many things have been going on. I'm excited for getting to fall where we can kind of get back into a usual routine.
That's the word.
Which brings me to I finished my first semester of grad school, dude.
You did.
We are officially done.
Dude. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel really good actually. It's nice when you can kind of put a stamp on something and end in a good way. Like I did good enough on everything I needed to.
Right.
And just got through, and now I get a week off. So
you didn't just do good enough.
No,
can we talk about expectations versus reality?
No.
Yeah, I think we should.
No.
Numbers wise, what you thought you'd get versus what you actually got, because I think it's impressive.
Yeah, no. I thought I would do bad, and it definitely went a lot better than I expected. So that was good. I've started adopting my favorite person saying, "Expect disappointment, never be disappointed," and honestly, it actually has been working great this semester. Every single time I've told myself I'm going to do really bad, and I end up doing much better than I thought was even possible.
I was going to say, that's also it, though. It helps to not be disappointed when you're just great at school.
Right. No. Stop. Appreciate you pumping the tires. Yeah, but anyway, so excited to get into it.
I think you say the perfect word there. We're both men of routine. I think I enjoy a lazy day as much as the next guy, and I think you do too. But I think that at the end of the day, when we kind of are thrown off our rhythm, it screws us up a little bit mentally.
Yeah.
I think you and I both get in a funk. And I think me being away the weekend Fantastic Four dropped, I think it feels like we recorded on
recorded on Monday.
Like a Monday or a Tuesday or something, and then a Friday, and we usually try to do Fridays, but it's just been all thrown off, so it's good to be back.
Yes, so hopefully after I get back, we should be officially just on a regular slate again, Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
Doing our thing.
Starting with the doubleheader we got. We're recording 2 today.
We are.
So we're stacked up. We're stacked up. For the next 2 weeks. We got a loaded day.
We do. Which brings us first bits of news that I want to touch on.
Yeah, let's go into our galactic transmissions.
Let's hear it. I saw that they officially confirmed Gwen Stacy would be played by Sadie Sink, and that also they're eyeing for Joe Keery to have a role in Spider-Man.
Now, here's my question with this, and we haven't talked even a lick about this, which this is the one upside. I always hate when I can't talk to you throughout the week, but like it only benefits us when we sit on the couch and we'll like just talk about everything, because we just haven't. Whenever this happens, this is the Stranger Things effect, I feel. We've seen it multiple times. When a member of the Stranger Things cast is put in a movie or a show separate from Stranger Things, suddenly every other Stranger Things cast member is rumored for this franchise or this movie or whatever it is. I don't know if you've noticed that. It happened when Finn Wolfhard was cast in It. Everyone was like, "Oh, and they're looking for other kids, so surely, and I don't know why people thought that, but that was like the assumption. Yeah. And so, do you think that any part of the Joe Keery rumors here, as much as I would love this casting, do you feel that it's strictly Stranger Things hype? Or do you think there's some legitimacy to it? Because I haven't seen anything other than
you didn't see anything on that?
I didn't, and maybe that's just me.
Okay.
Maybe
I saw a Marvel is eyeing. So those reports are always a little funky, because you can easily just be like, well, it just didn't happen. So you never know.
Yeah.
I think he would be an interesting Harry Osborn, and I do believe that that's something they're probably looking to cast in this movie. I think there's going to be some sort of tease at that, right? Yeah. I mean, so I would not be surprised at all if that's the direction they went. But it is kind of funny when you think about it now that we've got, if they both did it, we'd have Sadie Sink, Joe Keery, we'd have David Arbor, we'd have Joseph Quinn as well.
Oh yeah, it's a little.
They're getting the whole squad going.
Yeah.
so
if you had to bring in another Stranger Things cast member to play a role, I'm assuming it would be likely an X-Men member.
Ooh,
who would you?
That's
have?
interesting. That's interesting.
Who could you see? I'm trying to think.
Because they need somebody young, though, and a lot of the things is the people that are left in Stranger Things. I don't know if I'd want.
No.
Is that awful? I think I like those actors more for their role in Stranger Things, not really those actors straight up.
Sure.
And that's
fine.
No,
there's
nothing there. But I don't know if I'd want anyone else in. I actually do think if I was going to choose somebody, my favorite actor of everyone that's left in Stranger Things would be Joe Keery.
Right.
He's my favorite pure actor.
Not Jonathan?
Not Jonathan.
Not Jonathan.
Not Jonathan. Yeah, no. One of my sneaky favorite movies. That's the probably my biggest guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah.
I've seen it a billion times. Free Guy, dude. The Ryan Reynolds movie. I love Joe Keery in that too. So
That's right. I forgot.
he's always
He plays what the tech guy, right?
yeah.
The designer.
Yep. It's a great movie.
I would have thought that the guy who played Billy would have been a good alternate casting for Human Torch.
Ooh.
If they had gone more of the traditional route, because he's more of like the cocky...
The pretty boy, yeah.
Right, he would have played that traditional... But again, it's times change, and you kind of try and reinvent the character. I get it. But like, I feel like if they had been going strictly for like what he is in the comics, I feel like that would have been perfect.
That's cool. Yeah,
I do like Joseph Quinn.
That's a good point.
So what do you think of Sadie Sink as Gwen Stacy then? Is this confirmed?
I thought it was, no?
Is it really? Again,
I think so.
I feel like I'm...
Can we check with our guy?
Yep. Can you pull that up?
Yeah. Oh, okay. It is confirmed.
Okay.
It is confirmed. So,
the irony of them casting Emma Stone, and if this is legit, Emma Stone and Sadie Sink, like two like notorious redhead actresses,
I know, and then swapping,
and then making her Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
I just think it's just funny to me. I think Marvel likes to toy with people because obviously you see Sadie Sink and you immediately go to the real MJ, but then you're thinking that's a little weird, like
to do a double
do MJ
have
for
Michelle
MJ.
Jones and
right. So I guess this is cool.
Well, here's what I was thinking with it. More was less about her being cast as Gwen Stacy, more what they're going to do with Gwen Stacy. Because clearly the end game in this Spider-Man, potentially, this is confirmed to be a trilogy, right? Mm-hmm. Another trilogy.
That's the hope, I think.
Well, yeah, hopefully. Like, clearly the end game is him and the MJ we have right now, Michelle Jones. That's obvious.
Yeah.
So how do they tie in, then, if we do get a Black Cat, potentially, which I know that they're planning to do. We have a Gwen Stacy. Is this just going to be where Tom is like the ultimate, like, I don't know, he just picks everything up? Or, like, how do they fit all of this into one movie here? Yeah, a trilogy. I mean, is it really just going to be as simple as she's the love interest in this movie, and then we get a Black Cat maybe when he becomes, hopefully we get a symbiote version of Tom?
I can't help but assume that for the most part, this might be the first Spider-Man movie where the love interest is not a driving force. Okay. I can't help but think that because of how Tom's Peter has been separated now from everything else in the MCU, that like he's going to be... We're finding him in a moment in his life where he doesn't really have time for that, and he hasn't really like made that space for that in his life. The only two set things that have leaked are him like full-fledged Spider-Man, doing full-fledged Spider-Man things, and then him visiting May's grave. So you kind of get a feel for the vibe they're going for. Yeah. Those are like the two top priority scenes. I'm assuming it's kind of something along those lines, where it's more the isolation Peter, which is great.
Which is what we want.
That's what you see in the comics, and you've never seen in the movies, really. I mean, you saw it for like 5 minutes at the end of TASM 2, but... you didn't really see like the isolated Peter much. So I think that's a great angle to go at. Now I think, that being said, Sadie Sink's role, if it is his love interest, which I don't know I don't know who else it would be. I really can't think of another character unless it's like a Fantastic Four montage. Sadie Sink appears as somebody. I don't know. Like, I can't help but think she would just be kind of like a supporting friend in college. Maybe. Who at the end reveals herself as something, or maybe she's just immediately revealed as Gwen, but there's no romantic dynamic until maybe like the final 2 minutes or something like that. I can't help but think that they're going to avoid that, and they kind of make it more of a trilogy thing rather than they're playing the long game rather than a one movie thing. Yeah, I also think it's tricky, and they have to like toe a careful line because they don't want it to feel redundant. Because even though Tom's Peter didn't go through the same arc as Andrew's Peter with Gwen. No Way Home used Andrew's Peter, like his arc primarily was there to resolve the Gwen stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's a weird thing where it's like you want to hypothetically introduce Gwen if that's the case, but you also don't want to just like rehash something that was resolved even though it was another Peter before. You don't want it to just feel like it's like a constantly
the same
rotating
formula
thing.
Yeah.
You don't want something that dramatic in the Marvel universe to feel formulaic, like you're saying. So I don't know.
I feel like there's going to be no way that they cast her and she's not a decent focal point of the movie, right?
That'd be great.
Unless it's just really as simple as she just makes a not cameo, but like smaller role at the end of the movie.
Sure.
But like at that point again, like I guess I am missing where that ties in, because how is he gonna even meet her in this universe if he's like on his own doing his own just Spider-Man stuff focused on that?
Right.
I don't know how they tie it all in.
Like, is he even in college?
No, I don't think so. Right? I mean,
I'm trying to think. Like, at the end, was he?
Well, I guess because I guess if everyone forgets him, he could. I just don't know if that's going to be something that he prioritizes.
In that final scene where he's talking to Michelle Jones at the end of No Way Home, and she's talking about her college, does he say he's going somewhere? Like, is he going to that school and he says, I'll see you maybe I'll see you around or something?
He does say, I'll see you around.
But he's more talking in general than college.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
So.
recall. I hate that I haven't seen No Way Home in a couple.
So good, man.
It is, dude. Did you see the edits with the Superman music?
Yeah. Dude,
it's perfect.
It's so good. The look on his face, I think that's potentially the best acting he does in the whole.
When he decides to put the note back.
Yeah, and he's and then he.
It's awesome, dude.
Yep. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So you're in on it.
I'm in on it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just like you, where I have no idea how they would do that unless they play the long game.
Yeah.
I just can't stress your hatred for Zendaya as
Wait,
MJ.
Wait, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this?
Ahead.
This is a addressing of the nation right here.
I might even fill the screen with just you for this part, so you can see. So you get your moment.
This is unbelievable. I had a week unlike no other week this week with all the clips we posted. So we always post the clips, and part of it, again, you're trying to hammer up stuff a little bit. Like I believe everything I'm saying, but we want to be able to have, this is for the podcast listeners, right? You want to have something that is going to draw people's attention, right?
Of course, like is every movie we've seen this summer a 9 out of 10? No.
Yeah.
But like, is there any fun for a viewer in watching us just say, "Oh, I just got back, it was a 6 out of 10"? No.
Yes. Well, I had about 5 clips this week that were like things that were probably very hot takes, controversial stuff. And I got absolutely flamed. And on my Zendaya video...
For those who haven't seen, what did you say about
Yes,
Zendaya?
so I was saying that Zendaya, I hate her role as MJ. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily saying it's her, it's just the way she is done in Spider-Man is really bad.
I don't want to dig your grave here.
No. But I definitely hammered it up. Right?
Yeah.
Like
you said you hated her on Disney Channel too.
Yeah. Like the whole we've had a joke with this for a while with the Zendaya thing where I really despise her in the Spider-Man movies. And so now it just became a joke whenever she pops up in something. It like drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And anyway, so the whole comment sections are accusing me of it being for other reasons. So
so cool the Jets on that.
So, I'm definitely here to refuse the allegations. So yeah.
So
anyway.
One statement to the people: look right into the camera.
I am 100%
for my actions.
I had a sincere lapse of judgment. I am in fact not a racist. I promise.
Episode 11. Josh is not a racist.
Just wanted to make that clear.
Of course.
We'll get that back out. Anyway, back to your your point. You're good there?
Well, I'll get us right back into the hate train, because to take some heat off of you, like if it makes you feel any better, you're despising of MJ in the Far From Home or in the home movies. I feel that way about Ned.
Really?
I'm so not a Ned guy. It's not even funny. Like, get him out of here, dude.
You're not a Ned guy?
Get him all the way out of here. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Like, in the comics, isn't he like a jacked dude? He goes on to become like the Hobgoblin or something?
Are you somebody that wants to see that in the next movie?
Well, my favorite, let me say this, in terms of how much I want to see, if this is any testament to how much I care to see Ned in the future. My favorite moment in like the Tom Spider-Man arc was as these movies were coming out. Like, the fandom was like, is Ned going to be the Hobgoblin? Because surely there's a reason Ned's in these movies. Like, it can't just be to be like the stocky friend. The friend.
Stop! You can't say that. Oh my god. Ned can't be what?
He can't be just here to be here.
Yeah.
Like, surely he's a Hobgoblin. And so the funniest thing was seeing like all of the edits where people were like superimposing like Ned's face onto like a a six-pack dude with like a hobgoblin like outfit
Yeah.
and stuff. Just seeing like all the Ned Hobgoblin edits, but with like Jacob Batalon's face.
I don't know if I could take him seriously.
I don't think
he's
I could
actually.
No, dude.
I think he's just got to stay in the role he's in.
He would have to. He would have to have like a Zac Efron, or not Zac Efron. Who's Zachary Gordon?
Yeah.
Like remember when Zachary Gordon in the first two Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies was like 3 feet tall and like 60 pounds soaking wet, and then like Dog Days came around and he showed up with like buys and tries and like his like shoulders all built out. He had like a deep voice, and it did, like that. It would have to be that.
Okay.
Like Tom would have to be like, "Is that Ned?" And it would cut across, and Ned's just freaking like lifting like a
yoked
dude. Yeah,
that would be cool.
just like bench pressing like a picnic table on the campus.
Yeah. See, if they do end up having where you see MJ in this movie, I don't want to see Ned at all. And then you're right. Beginning of the 5th movie, we just get that opening Ned montage, and he's just in the lab working, man.
Unless you do, a Ned lab montage. Oh my gosh, dude.
Send Tom home, dude. We just need Ned.
Bring him back. Well, unless you were to do like a Shrek Forever After type reveal where Tom sees Michelle on campus. She's walking. She's waiting for somebody. Oh, she's on the curb. Do I go and talk to her? Oh, she's on the phone with somebody. Oh, somebody's pulling up. Who is it? It looks like it's her boyfriend. Is that her boyfriend? Ned gets out of the car.
That would be a twist,
and
man.
It's like a Shrek Forever After, like, I never existed, so my 2 best friends got together.
Wow.
And that's how you make Ned.
Do you think that would happen?
That's how you make Ned mean.
And then that's how you have Gwen Stacy take the role, where then she matters more.
Of course, because now
Michelle's
out of here. She's with Ned.
And then we come back.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm in on that.
But all that to say, I hate Ned.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll say, it's nothing to do with Jacob Batalon. Like, he seems like a cool guy. Like, in all the press junkets I remember through the years, like, he was the coolest dude in the whole thing. Like, he was just a blast to watch. I just don't care for the character at all. Like, it felt like all of the supporting Spider-Man characters in every other movie did something. They contributed something. And it just felt like Ned was there to, like, crack a joke.
Yeah.
And for Marvel's formula, sometimes that works. But I think... I don't know. It just didn't do it for me, dude. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He just seemed... Whether it was like he was too ditzy, like too clumsy, or too... I don't know. It just felt weird. It just felt... And I know you're trying to be like... You're trying to mail home that, like... Peter is a kid, and so his friends are very childish. But again, that's why you don't bring them back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't want them to bring them back at all.
No, but apparently Marvel doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, hopefully not.
And that's why Brand New Day will stink.
All Ned's fault. Speaking of casting, have you seen the rumor that Marvel is assembling to do a second part to their cast reveal for Doomsday?
I saw August 27th. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing, somewhere in the late August realm. And I want to ask you real quick, how would you want them to do this one? Do you want them to do the same thing? Do you want them to do another chair reveal?
Exactly. Picture this. Exact same thing, but like a 5-minute wait time in between each chair instead of...
It can't be 20.
I don't need to, dude. I don't need to be there from literally, like, I'm at work, and this thing comes on, and nobody knows what it is. It comes on at 9 a.m. that day. Mm-hmm. So I just have YouTube running in the background. I made it through my 9 to 5 shift, and I'm leaving the gym at 6:45 that day, and it's just finishing up. And we only announced, like, what wasn't it, like 22 characters?
Yeah, but like most of them were obvious or spoiling a movie that was about to come out.
Exactly,
that was it.
Dude. Yeah, it was like all the Thunderbolts and everything.
Yeah.
So I think you do the exact same thing. I would love that again. Like that was such a blast to be like, who's coming? But also after like I felt like the 5 to 6 minute, because it happened so many times, there were so many reveals.
Yeah.
It felt like after a certain point, you could feel the distinct moment you lost interest, and it was around like the 5 to 6 minute mark. You were like, "All right, but just come on."
Yeah.
And so I feel like that would be a perfect window. Then you have like what is it? It would depending on how many people they announce, you could have like a 3.5 hour live stream.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I think that's cool.
And I felt like the idea was actually very cool. I think people just hated it because of how long it was.
Yeah.
But I was watching back and. Like, it's so cool, like, when they have the chair, when you can realize, like, it's about to come, and all of a sudden, like, for instance, the one they did for Channing Tatum, where it starts playing the same music of when his entrance from Deadpool.
Yep.
it just so cool, man. I love the way they did that. Alternate idea that I had for it.
Oh yeah, what do you want?
I was thinking, how cool would it be if they did something where, like, and I assume they probably don't want to reveal all this for the movie, and I guess I don't know if I want them to. What if they did it, like, similarly, but they did it like Suits? Where, like, you don't know the name of the actor, but, like, it's just the suit.
Oh,
wouldn't that be freaking cool?
That would be cool.
Right?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Something like that, or it's like an item of theirs, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, you could just do, like, Thor's hammer. I know they already did him, but, like,
Yeah.
something like that so that you know. Like, imagine the teases, though, because it could be, like, what if you did it where it was, like, I don't know, something that could have been, like, a character that you just don't know. Like, for instance, if it was between Andrew and Toby, like, maybe it was some sort of thing that they had in common, so then you have no idea which one it was. But, like, one of them's in it for sure.
You should have Robert Downey Jr. sit there for 3.5 hours with, like, a book, and, like, every like 20 minutes he just, like, turns a page, and then the person's on the other page. So you just have
Oh, that'd be cool.
Robert Downey
He's, like,
Jr.
looking
sit there
through
from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and just, like, just turns a page.
Would probably require, like, $70 million to do that, though, so...
Dude, I like that. I like the suits more
Yeah.
than the chairs.
Okay, I think that'd be cool.
That's probably the only other way I'd do it.
And also, side note, correcting something. I said this take, and then I retracted it. I'm going back in on it. Chris Evans is going to be in Doomsday, for sure. Have you seen that report?
I have seen that. I've
That
seen that
rumor?
directly tied to the chairs. I've seen
Yes.
Tom, and this is
Yeah.
all rumors, so don't worry.
Yes.
I've seen Tom Holland,
Yep.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Chris Evans, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Daphne Keane, who plays X-23.
Yep.
Who did I see?
She's Laura, right?
Yeah. Yep. I saw Famke Janssen, who plays Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Berry, right?
That would be so much more loaded than the first one if they did. Because these are all names that you're like...
These are the heavy hitters.
Yeah, but you're like also not sure if they're even gonna be in it anyway.
Right. Mark Ruffalo was another one.
Like, at least, like, names like Tom Holland, like, you assume are in it, but, like, were names that we didn't have confirmation on when the first one came out. Like,
And I wonder how many of those names they didn't say last time were because the actors they weren't going to be announced yet, and how much of it was also because they just didn't sign everybody, right?
yeah.
Because that was
right.
part of it, wasn't it?
And probably partly, too, they didn't even fully know everyone that they wanted.
Yeah, they hadn't finished the script.
Right, like, they might have still had things that, like, didn't pop up yet.
Do you have anything to say about that?
What's that?
Because I think I might.
What's that?
The fact that there was no finished script and people were, like, freaking out.
I don't hate that. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Like, take your time. Like, if they end up delaying it again, like, maybe I might be a little annoyed at that. But,
Right.
like, I don't know. I trust the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
They're the goats of the industry, man.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I did have a couple other quick news pieces I wanted to get into.
baby.
Dude.
Big news day.
Big news day.
At least this big.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Johnny Depp.
Has had talks about returning for Pirates 6.
We talked about
This.
You were obsessed with this.
Quote, if he likes the way the part is written, I think he's going to do it.
Who's the quote from?
I don't know. I didn't write that part down. It's from somebody involved. It was from somebody.
I want Johnny.
Either way, Johnny Depp, I am on my hands and knees begging. Please.
Dude, how good would that be?
Please. And I wanted to talk about this specifically because I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. We did our episode, I think the 5th episode, we did our whole Pirates talk.
Yeah.
We did that out.
Yeah.
Recently, we had a day where I didn't have any clips to post just because we had just kind of, like, we had done all the ones from the previous one.
Mhm.
And I had seen that I had one draft from a Pirates one. So what the heck? Put it out. It was in like the middle of a take 2. It wasn't like the greatest clip either.
Yeah.
Dude, so many comments on that video. And it was about Pirates 6 stuff.
The demand is
The
high.
people want it.
They do,
The people
dude.
for sure want it. We're still getting comments on that video from people saying, like, this is what I would want to see. This is how I would do it. You could have Jack revisit this part, revisit that. We need it so badly. And I cannot stress this enough. We need it.
Everything about the idea of that movie just feels so good, dude. Like every time Johnny Depp returns to play that character, he is all anybody talks about.
Mm-hmm.
He is literally like he becomes the focal point of like cinema talk. And just to imagine, I know that he's been in some small budget stuff, some indie stuff, some really low budget movies and stuff, just kind of dipping his toe back into the movie waters. He's growing his confidence back. To have his first big budget return be like the character And not only that, but to have like the character actually be written well because he wouldn't return unless it was.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
There's nothing about this that feels bad to me.
No, and that almost gives me more confidence for it to happen.
Do we need Pirate 6? Like from a story standpoint? Aside from that
Yes.
post-credit scene.
I'm going to say yes. The way the 5th ended did nothing for Johnny.
No, but like the post-credit necessitates a sequel.
Jack. Sorry.
No, you're all good. Yes, the way they screwed his character in the 5th. But like the nothing about the story aside from the post-credit scene necessitates a sequel.
That's
if
fair.
we're going off that sequel or the post-credit scene.
Right. I just think you need a better send-off for his character.
Yes.
This was the clip, right?
You just need a better appearance from him. Like that can't be his last, I guess.
Everyone's there
Maybe
for
we do.
him. We need him back so badly. So badly.
I'm just so protective of those first 3 movies. I know you are too.
Yeah.
The idea of them making a movie, like I just said, that's more on par with those because Johnny... And that was part of my fear, if I'm being totally honest. What?
No, I got you to say Johnny too.
Well, no, I'm speaking directly about Johnny here.
Oh.
Because it's been like a notorious thing where Johnny doesn't watch his own movies.
Yeah.
He just comes in and he does the script, and then he appears in the talk shows, and there's all these talk shows like on Letterman back in the day. Oh, Johnny, we're about to show a clip. What are we showing a clip of here? And he goes, I don't know, I didn't see it. So like, there's just a lot of like, there was a fear for me that like if he comes back, it's going to be the same drunk Jack because Johnny doesn't care about watching the movies, so maybe he doesn't care about the character. You know what I'm saying? But if he's saying he only comes back if the character's written well, that gives me an enormous amount of hope.
That's per the big source right here.
That's the big source.
Unidentified. So
Who said that?
yeah.
We got no answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. He went home.
He went home. So please, Disney.
Please. We are begging.
Pretty please.
I don't know if you've been watching this at all or checking in on this. I was a big Alien Romulus guy. I don't know if you've seen anything from the Alien Earth episode.
No.
Have you seen anything? Because there's something I want to show you.
I saw that a certain cartoon is now canon to the Alien universe.
Yes, and I'm gonna pull this picture. I have it up.
You're gonna show it to the camera?
I'm gonna show it to the camera. So, if you can see this, this is the image. What's right there? I couldn't even believe it, dude. When I saw this, I looked.
Did you watch the episode?
No, I didn't watch the episode. I plan to. I really do plan to.
Sure.
I haven't rewatched through some of the older Alien stuff, so I need to go back through and check that out.
Okay.
Romulus was actually my first introduction to this universe at all, so
Okay.
I kind of wanted to just cover everything, so then I can go back through.
Yeah.
But anyway, I couldn't believe it. I had to look up so many things, and I needed to just see for myself to like officially confirm it, and that's like a real thing. Literally,
Sid the Sloth is in Alien.
Is canon in Alien, and he literally, the physical Sid the Sloth appears on the screen. How
So like
crazy?
is she just watching the movie?
No, it's they quote the movie, and it's like supposed to be her imagination, and she's like looking off, like
It's
almost,
like
and it's like the character just like fades in.
Really?
Yes, dead serious.
Is this like a serious show?
Apparently, the show is totally serious, but there's multiple references of Ice Age. Isn't that crazy? What?
Who's the director? Did
And
they,
I wish I knew more about it to be able to like fully talk about
that's
this. But
so funny.
how funny is that? That like
has, like,
everything says like this. It's a very serious show.
She has like a Sesame Street style like flashback where she
guess
just like
so.
thinks and like the thought bubble just pops up and it's Sid the Sloth.
Yes. Did you see the image?
I did, but I didn't realize that's what that was. I thought it was like he's like the devil on her shoulder.
How funny is that? They're talking about
That's
something
so
serious.
funny.
Then I forget the quote, but they quote him from
They do this every year.
no, something else. There's something about clawing back or something. I don't know. Anyway,
that's so funny.
Isn't that hilarious?
Wow, and
So
it's
anyway.
an original line, or is it like
No, it's a direct quote from Ice Age.
Okay, so they didn't like bring Sid back as like a cameo. It's not like Sid cameos in Ice Age.
That's so
Dude,
good
that's
though.
so weird.
Isn't that so sick?
I just love that it's otherwise a very serious show.
I know. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna have to watch it now. Episode
Yes.
2, Alien Earth.
I guess.
One more thing.
Okay.
As well.
James Gunn.
A lot of James Gunn talk the last couple weeks.
James Gunn, I love you. Officially announces the Superman saga.
Yeah.
And I'd like to bring something up about this all because I know again we've boom. This is not a point about Superman. This is going to be a point about sequels. Marvel has fumbled so badly not having sequels. You look at Phase 1, the whole thing was driven by getting to know these characters, right? Even though they have meh movies, like all of these characters, I mean, except for Cap, but all of them have some meh. You just get to know and fall in love with these characters. It's such a shame that, like, I mean, unless they are working behind the scenes, but, like, Matt Shackman should be doing Fantastic Four sequel right now. Like, we should be having
immediate pre-production.
Yeah, for sure. Like, they should be writing that right now. Like, Shang-Chi.
He should have movie 3 by now.
He should. Other characters like that, like, we need more, man. There hasn't been a single sequel. And I love the fact that now we're seeing that James Gunn not only has put out 5 movies, and I think 5 movies, right? Guardians, Superman.
Yeah.
He's done Peacemaker 1
Suicide
and 2.
Squad.
Creature Commandos, Suicide Squad. The dude is going crazy. And
that's just him.
Yeah. I can't, like, I love the fact that they're already saying basically, like, we are in pre-production for a Superman sequel, like, now. Like, we could be getting this movie potentially in 2027. Like, it's totally on the table.
100%.
And the thought of getting the Batman Part 2 and Superman in 1 year.
Gosh, dude. And Secret Wars?
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, that could be
2027 is going to be generational. We'll also get Pirate 6.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
My goodness.
If Pirate 6 happened, it would be, like, what, 2029?
Please, Johnny.
Maybe 2028.
So what is your message to James Gunn here?
Thank you. Thank you. My message is
for doing it right.
Yeah, thank you for doing it right. My message is more to Marvel.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Put out 1 billion projects. Like, go ahead and get ready for 1 billion projects. Don't put them out. Let me back that up.
I was about to stop you for a second.
What's that?
Because I feel like the reason we got in a bad spot is because they put out 1 billion projects.
Yes, but they put out terrible projects.
So they put them out. They didn't think them through.
Stop worrying about all. They focus way too much on the side Disney Plus shows. That was the problem, and then they just abused those.
And just introducing new things.
And characters we don't care about.
Right.
I'm telling you, the ones that have success, that people look on. Thunderbolts, get me another movie started right now. Fantastic Four, get me another one. Keep pumping Spider-Man. Get me another Doctor Strange movie going soon. And keep focusing on the quality of it, obviously. Like, I know that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But, like, no reason we can't have 2 movies a year. And right now, we're set to have, like, 2 on the schedule, period.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No reason we shouldn't be doing, like, 2. Boom, boom. Anyway, so that's my piece.
I like that a lot.
That's my piece.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what... I don't know what to say to Marvel, because I think that they're doing everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think in, like, 3 years, when Secret War is said and done, I think it's going to be a DC world, and we're all just going to be living in it.
I hope not. Not that I dislike DC, but
and not
I
even
really
that I maybe want that over Marvel.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a little tricky for Marvel to find their footing after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think a little bit.
It's a big movie. It's a really big movie for every part involved in it.
Because it's what I've always feared, where it's like now you've told the story, and you've brought the X-Men in, but now they're the only ones left.
Right.
The Avengers are kind of who's left, and then I guess it all depends on how it plays out. But
until Chris Evans comes back in Doomsday,
in all of his glory,
Chris Evans is coming back, and he's gonna keep the role going through.
8-pack in tow.
But dude, another last thing I wanted to touch on, because I know you just saw this movie, and we'll get into this in a second. What a year from the Warner Brothers.
Unbelievable.
Have you seen this?
Look, I was looking at this now. The movies that they've had that have dropped this year. Weapons, F1, Mickey 17, Sinners, and Superman.
That's all in half a year.
That's crazy. And
what
was
insane.
the record? The record, it was like first company to have like 5 movies that like exceeded 50 million in their opening weekend or something.
Nuts. Just nuts.
Crazy.
I mean, that's a crazy year. Like, all 5 movies would be probably in most people's top 10 of the year.
Yeah.
100%.
And, that's insane. Anyway, do you want to take us through your little review? You got a little something for us?
I finally saw Sinners.
I have not seen it.
I finally saw it.
Okay. I need you to do a full countdown rating for me.
I don't know how to go. I don't know how to go into a rating without you giving me the intro. You're doing the whole
I got
R rating of. Yeah.
No, but
so go ahead.
Sam's rating of Sinners. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna say an even. Darn it.
Like, really making them wait? You can do decimal points, too. Remember that.
I'm going to say...
Wait, I'm going to give you one more. The review of Sinners. 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to say 8-8.
8-8?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And I'd be fine if I had to round it up. I'd be, like, okay with going up to a 9 if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where I'm going to start getting, like, glaze accusations, where people are going to say, like, I only say good things about movies. It's just been a good year for movies.
It has been.
Since we started the podcast, there hasn't been a bad movie to talk about. Except for Jurassic World Rebirth, which is now down to a 1.7. Just because we can.
Terrible movie.
Let me say this about Sinners. I finally saw it. I watched it at midnight last night.
Okay.
Greatest decision you could make. Like, that's when you're going to watch... That's when I watched The Shining last year. Halloween night, I watched The Shining at 1 in the morning.
Wow.
First time. Or no, it was 2 years ago. Amazing decision.
Okay.
Like, that's how I suggest all the big horror movies. You watch it in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get freaked out and then, like, have to walk around the house.
I think that's a horrible way to say it.
Really? You do the opposite?
No, well, if you watch it at that late, you're not going to bed. You're freaked out then.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm like, I'm already in my bed. I'm already exhausted, so let me watch this and then, like, roll over and hope I can go to sleep, as opposed to, it's 7 p.m., it's just starting to get dark out, let me watch this and then try and wind down for the night as the floorboards are creaking and the washing machine's shaking in the basement, and there's, like, a lot of, like, weird noises going on.
I totally disagree, dude. Like, because that's where you go horror movie, and then you watch something casual.
Right, but, like, dude, last night, my neighbors started shooting off these, like, firecrackers at 10 p.m.
Okay.
It scared the heck out of me when it happened. Imagine if I had watched Sinners at, like, 6 p.m.
The fire.
And then it gets dark. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and a big explosion happens outside my house.
Wow. But can you imagine if you watched it at 12 p.m. and then it happened at 2 in the morning?
That would be even... Of course, that would be even worse. Of course, that would be worse. How about... Hear me out with this. Imagine if I watched it at 4 and the thing went off at 6. No, all right. Let me talk about Sinners here. I watched it last night. I watched it... Let me say this. I watched the first hour 2 nights ago. I watched the final hour and a half last night. The I'm just going to rattle things off. The costume design, the scoring, in terms of, like, the music...
Okay.
And the orchestration, which I think Ludwig Göransson, you're talking Mandalorian, Oppenheimer, Black Panther, like, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So the scoring, the costume design, the set design, the cinematography, which, you know I'm a sucker for cinematography, the period piece theme, where it took place in the 1800s. Or 1900s? 1900s. Yeah, 1900s. I'm sorry. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Like, I everything visually that I was consuming about the movie, I like, it was all, like, amazing. Like, it was an amazing experience. Mm-hmm. Similar to, I didn't, unfortunately, as weird as it sounds, I didn't get to see Dune 1 in theaters. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, darn it, like, I missed out. First time I felt that since Dune. Like, watching this movie, I was like, this should have been a theater thing. And I didn't. Yeah. So, it was not just good in terms of satisfying, it was good in terms of hard to forget good. In terms of you're coming over and I just saw it last night and I'm still thinking about it. And, like, that's what you want out of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll say, I think that a lot of the horror stuff about it is very by the books. I haven't read into a lot of what Ryan Coogler has said about his, like, intentions with the story. So maybe I just don't have context, and I would love to look into it and then come back in 2 weeks when we're done with the doubleheader content and talk more about it. Maybe you'll have seen it by then. I felt that the horror was very by the books and wasn't totally compelling in the sense that, like, it didn't grip me. There was no point where I was like, oh! Like, there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing that really made me so unsettled that I was thinking, like, I don't know how I'm going to get to bed tonight. And again, I'm in my mid-20s, so I kind of have to suck it up anyway. But there was nothing really that, like, had me tossing and turning. I was able to watch it and go to bed, which that doesn't happen often. So I don't know. I think that I felt that the horror, I don't want to say it could have been done better because I thought that it was perfect for what they were trying to do with the story.
It's more of a like a 8 p.m. horror than a 12 p.m.
Yes, it was. Yeah, yeah, right. I just felt that if but again, if their intention was to shock you with the horror, I felt that it missed the mark. But if that wasn't their intention and the horror was secondary to the story, then that might even bump up the score for me because that's what happened. I felt that the horror was more a device to progress the characters forward and teach them lessons that they apply towards the end of the thing, rather than really used to impact the audience. And the horror felt more like you were just watching things happen to the characters rather than like really feeling immersed in it yourself. And again, I'm watching it on my phone in my room, and I'm wide awake. And so there are factors involved as to why maybe I didn't feel as shocked or scared as I could have. In terms of just the shock value of horror and what most horror movies bring to the table, it didn't really get me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love the characters. I'll say, and I'm not, hopefully we can keep this in. There was a lot of risque, like, sexual stuff in the movie. And I felt that it didn't really advance the plot much. There was no reason for a lot of it. And I'm the type of guy where when something like that comes up, I just keep hitting the 15-second skip button until it's over with. So I'll say, like, it was another one of those things where I was like, darn it, like, this is a really good movie that, like, I feel like a lot of people are missing out on because of this stuff that really doesn't advance the plot.
Well, that's why I hadn't watched it.
Right.
Same reason with Oppenheimer.
And there's a lot of people
stuff.
like that. And I was one of them, but I was like, maybe I'll just skip it. And I did. But, like, I'm here to say confidently, as somebody who, the second each scene started, I skipped it until it was over with. You're not missing anything. And I just was like, why put that in there then? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it just kind of felt a little bit like some directors, or it just feels like there's some, like, directorial choices in some of these types of movies where it's like, I don't know really what that is aside from the director just, like, had, like, a personal, I have to scratch this off the list.
Mm-hmm.
And it just felt like it was not really that beneficial to the story. So I felt that in terms of, like, the horror and the risque stuff, I felt like both of those things kind of missed the mark. But again, the horror thing is a little bit I can be lax on, because if it was really just meant to be like a secondary thing to advance the characters, then that's fine. Really, really enjoyed the overarching narrative of the story. I enjoyed how the villains impacted the heroes. I enjoyed how it was one of those horror movies where, without spoiling it, nobody's safe, which was great. There was a distinct moment where I was like, okay, so here's our handful of people that'll walk out, scratch free. That doesn't happen. And not to say all of them go, not to say all of them survive. It just doesn't happen the way you think it will. And so I appreciate and applaud Ryan Coogler for writing a horror story that isn't by the books in that sense.
Yeah.
Where it's like your Jurassic Park thing. They're stranded on an island of dinosaurs. Surely they're all going to die. They all make it off the island.
But you also, know exactly who's going to die.
Exactly.
Going in.
Exactly.
You can pick it out the second the movie starts.
No clue. Mm-hmm. And there's characters where you're like,
that's cool.
Well, at least this guy's going to live. Or this girl's going to live. And they don't. So, I definitely applaud Ryan Coogler for that. There's a big element of surprise in terms of, like, how the characters are written, their intentions, their goals, and then when the evil or the horror, like, impacts these characters, like, some people, like, their whole moral structure shifts to accommodate the things that are happening to them, and like, nobody's safe from a physical sense, and nobody's safe from, like, a mental sense. Like, everybody kind of, like, is deeply impacted by the events of the movie.
That's cool.
And that's really cool to see. It's more of, like, a psychological horror type of thing. Very cool. I really enjoyed it. Now, I'll say I heard there's rumors for a sequel. I don't think they should do that unless you do a completely different time period, completely different cast.
Okay.
And you do it more of like Alien type, where it's like the aliens are the same, but the people they're ripping apart are totally different.
Yeah.
And that would be a cool thing. Because they really dig into, like, the whole, like, it's a vampire horror movie. So they really dig into, like, how the vampires are, like, immortal or, like, eternal. Mm-hmm. And you could really do a lot with that. They don't in the movie, but they play with generational, like, the things that happen in this movie haunt these people, like, throughout their lives and stuff. So it's there's a lot. I'm struggling to get through without, like, not spoiling anything, because I would love for you to be able to see it at some point. Great movie.
Yeah.
Probably my number 2 behind Superman.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
8.8 out of 10.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, right there with Thunderbolts. And they're, again, 2 totally different movies, but my best non-superhero movie of the year. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. And Ryan Coogler, just yet another amazing outing from Ryan Coogler. Creed, Black Panther, Sinners. What was the other thing? He had something else.
I don't know. I'm blanking right now.
I don't know. But everything he's done, he's been amazing. Like he's cemented himself as one of the trusted faces in cinema. Like, trust him with anything Ryan Coogler has announced as the head of.
You got to go see it.
It's going to be a good project. So, Sinners, is it as good as people say, and is it as transcendent as people say? Like, is it as culturally unprecedented? People are labeling this movie as like, really, there's nothing like it. I don't know if that's true. There's other stuff like it. Like, I'm watching it and I'm drawing immediate comparisons to other movies. But I don't think that that's a bad thing. Because the movies I was comparing it to were like some of the best of horror.
Let me ask you a little spoiler. In a few weeks' time, we're going to be doing a top, 20, maybe 10, 20 movies of the 2020s. Movies overall, do you think that would crack your list? Let's say for a top 10, would it be in there, you think? Or a top 20?
It's close.
Okay.
It would be towards the bottom, but again, not, nothing against it. It would be around the bottom of the list or an honorary mention, but it's absolutely in the
conversation.
It's in the conversation. It's a very good movie, and I maybe missed the mark in some of the horror stuff. I don't know. Maybe again, we're also in like a time where like you just see some stuff so much online and stuff, you just become desensitized to certain things. Maybe I'm just not scared of things I would have been scared of otherwise if I wasn't just seeing clips online and stuff or whatever. But it even if it missed the mark in terms of scaring me, it was just a very well constructed movie. That if you can get around the sexual stuff, I would absolutely recommend to anybody. Like, very good movie.
Okay. We need Vid Angel back.
It'll be a 5-minute... Sinners is 5 minutes long.
I did kind of want to ask you as well, because we did just have such a loaded stretch there from like May through to now. Looking forward to the end of the year, do you kind of have any movies that are highlighted for you that you're like, either... Because there's not many, I'll be honest, there's not really many for me that I'm like, I can't wait to see that movie. But there are a few that I definitely have circled as like, I will definitely be there one of the first couple nights.
The ones that stand out immediately, you and I are front row, IMAX, 3D glasses, looking straight up at Avatar.
Oh,
Avatar, what is it? Fire and...
Fire and Ash?
Fire and Ash, that's right. I was going to say Fire and Water. That's not it. Fire and Ash. That 100%. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Dude, those are both December movies, man.
Can we really blow that up and make way more of a spectacle of seeing that movie than it probably deserves?
That's the type of movie, you made a joke on this last episode, that's the type of movie I would love that we get like invited to the premiere for.
Yes.
That would be so funny.
Dude. Blumhouse?
Yeah.
Blumhouse. We're here. I'm not even, we're not dancing around it anymore.
No.
We're here. We want to be at your premiere. Invite us to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We will show up.
We will gas that movie up.
Dude.
So much.
It's already a 10 out of 10.
The first one, was a 10 out of 10.
It's already a 10 out of 10. If you want an 11 out of 10 rating, we need to be on that red carpet.
We need that. In all seriousness, for the second one, I actually do think it's going to take a lot of big strides, hopefully, from the first. I think they understand that they need this to be, like, actually scary.
Yeah, I think they're almost treating it like a video game sequel, where they're like, we've seen what the audience said bad about the first one, and we're really doing what we need to do. And I appreciate that.
I do feel like they really are trying to take that into consideration.
100%.
I also think that could be a fun one with the time of the year. I hope they maybe play into the December vibe of it in the movie. That's one like I definitely want to see. I don't know if I'll say like I'm super excited to see it, but I definitely want to go see it for sure.
That's something I'm not. I want to see that together because I'm not seeing that myself. Like
no, what just by yourself? That would be sad. No. That's a question for you. Is it ever sad to go to a movie theater alone?
I don't think it is.
Okay, I don't think so either.
And I think that's a growing thing. I see a lot of people talking about they'll like on a Saturday morning get like a cup of coffee and some munchkins and they'll go see a movie on a Saturday morning together. Or like alone, I mean. Okay. Or sometimes they'll see it like with their significant other, but that's not what we're talking about.
I had a thing this week where I was planning to go see a movie and everyone I reached out
Weapons,
to just couldn't see it. So then I was like in a weird spot where I was like, do I really just like go by myself? And it's weird because it's like, it's not that I want to, but like I couldn't see it anywhere else.
I don't know if that's a movie I'd want to see by myself.
Yeah, that's part of why I didn't. That's why I didn't,
that would
for sure.
freak me out, dude.
Because I have a theater like 5 minutes from my house that I was like, maybe I'll just go down there. But yeah, I was like, I don't know if I can do that by myself.
That movie looks creepy.
So that's good. But
Avatar 3, yeah. Avatar 3
is going to be huge.
Anything else? I don't know, honestly, if there's much more this year coming out.
Yeah, there's a few.
I'm
I
looking.
definitely
want us to be there again. This is another one that you and me have to be there opening night for a big review.
Okay.
Zootopia, or not Zootopia. Sorry, let me say this again.
I know what you're about to say.
Wicked
Say
for
it.
Good.
Yeah, dude.
Wicked for Good.
Oh, baby.
You and me will be there opening night.
We dressing up?
Yeah.
Somebody wearing green, I'll wear pink. You wear green, I'll wear pink.
I don't know if we could do that. I think that will be good too, because I know. I think that'll kind of attract a different type of listener
yeah,
as
dude.
well, which will be good. Kind of cover a little more. I do have an idea with that.
Okay.
With this, I think this would be a lot of fun. I think on one of our episodes this year, we do record on Fridays. Mm-hmm. There's a Friday, the end of Halloween, or end of October. That's Halloween Friday. I think it would be hilarious if we both came up with like costumes and we recorded the podcast with costumes on. Would that not be hilarious?
Dude. It's hard to think about that now because the room gets so hot in
I
the
know.
summer. I'd be so down for that.
Right? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Like, are we talking dress up like horror characters?
Anything.
Anything.
I think we could do horror characters too.
What's the what? I guess we'd have to surprise each other.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Like you're just gonna pull up and get out in like a.
Yeah, how funny would that be? Like, I almost want us to get blindfolded. We'll get someone to start the recording, and we'll just go live right in. We'll start the episode, and we'll just look at each other.
Dude,
And
I'm so
just
down
have
for
to
this.
go-
Can we do that?
Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious?
Let's do that, dude.
We just
Yeah,
do a
I'm
full
so
episode
down.
like that.
Let's do that.
That'll be one of those things that, like, 3 years down the line, I'm just gonna look back on my my digital footprint, and it's just gonna be that. Like, it's gonna be the only
You
thing.
in a Smurf outfit.
Wearing a diaper.
I had to do one time working for the minor league baseball facility around here.
Yeah.
I was there on 4th of July, and like a bunch of people like peer pressured me there while I was working, including my manager. That was like, you need to wear. They had this like big like red, white, and blue tutu thing, so I just wore it over my khakis.
Oh yikes!
And like within like 15 minutes, right, busiest day of the year on 4th of July,
course.
there was awful. It was so many people I knew were there. And they had taken a picture of me and put it all over their Snapchat story. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude? And it was just a thing that, like, for the next couple weeks, like, everyone was, like, coming up to me and, like, showing me that picture.
You were the tutu
And,
guy.
Yeah, I was wearing the tutu. And it's been hard to shake that. So I think whatever happens this time is going to be equally as bad. But
Now that you've shaken it, you're bringing it up on
Yes.
the podcast. So you can get the flack back.
all right. Should we get into the meat of the episode?
I would love to get into that.
All right.
Yeah.